Hello, 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 hello to you every morning. Hello, everyone. It's an amazing Friday morning, and I'm excited to be back here once again. It's been an awesome pleasure to, take the time off, enjoy the holidays, and yeah, this is the second week. Actually, this is the third week of January. Second week wrapped up a few days ago. And this is week 3 of January already going. Today is the 17th, right? And yeah, this is the first Friday that I'm back doing this. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation. We're based out here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I'm excited to be here again talking what I like to talk about, which is finances, whether it's personal finance, corporate finance. I never met anyone who either took on a job or started a business simply to pay bills. We all have that goal to accumulate some wealth and make a difference in our personal lives as well as the lives of our loved ones. So it's Finance Friday, and I'm here once again, and I am excited, 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 excited. Yeah. Um, I'm here to talk about today specifically where I left off last year, and we are talking about planning once again. So why am I talking about planning again? Um, that's because planning creates focus, planning creates clarity, planning gives us the ability to zero in on what we want to achieve and then go after it with everything that we have. So that's why I'm talking about planning this morning. The beautiful thing, about drawing up a plan is that you say to yourself that I want to go from point A to point B. We do that every day. I want to go brush my teeth. So I get up, get out of bed, go into the bathroom, pick up my toothbrush, and you just follow the sequence of steps one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. The amazing thing about us as humans is that there are things that we do that we literally don't have to think about anymore. We just start and complete them, no thinking required because we've done them over and over and over again. There are other things that take a bit more, right? And one of them is achieving any kind of financial success. So, the very beginning, what do you need? What's step one? You need to make a plan. You need to have a plan. So, do you have a plan, a financial plan for 2025? That financial plan will give you clarity on where you need to go, what you need to do, who you need to talk to, the places you need to be at, right? That's what that financial plan will do for you. In addition to that, that financial plan gives you the potential that increases the potential that you would succeed, right? When you don't have a financial plan, if success happens, it happens because it happens. But when you have a plan, your likelihood probability of success goes up significantly. Actually, Harvard did a research a while back where they said that they requested graduating students to provide them their thoughts whether they had a written down plan of where they wanted to go in life and what they wanted to achieve. And then they tracked those guys down 20, 15, 20 years later, and they found out that about 3% of them were the people that had plans and written down well-defined plans. And that 3% group formed the majority of those who are at the cream of society in terms of income, earning, and professional success. So your ability to focus, your choice, right, to say, hey, this is what I want to achieve, I put pen to paper on it, right, increases the likelihood of your success significantly. Now, I once sat down with a friend of mine who's a management consultant, and we were talking about how to achieve goals. And he shared a framework with me about process goals and outcome goals. And I realized that as much as both mindsets are focused on achieving a certain objective, reaching a certain destination. If I keep telling myself, I want to make $1, 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 I may not know what it takes to make $1. But if I know that to make $1, I need to talk to somebody who has something that I can buy for 20 cents, and I need to talk to somebody who wants to buy that thing for $1.20 or more. So I buy it for 20 cents, I sell it for $1.20, and that's my dollar right there. So my perspective, or at least something I think you can take into this year, is to say, hey, what do I want to achieve? What do I need to do to achieve it? And then on a daily basis, you tell yourself, I need to do X number of what it takes to achieve. That will more likely take you closer to your goals than just saying, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this. So if you know you need 4 meetings to make a sale, then commit yourself to having 4 meetings within, at least 4 meetings within the time frame of every sale that you want to have. At least 4, preferably more. Everybody could do with some cream on the cheese, right? So these are reasons why you want to set out a plan. Now, in terms of finances, what does a financial plan look like? Basically, at its most fundamental, is a budget. It simply says, I'm looking to earn X dollars, and I'm looking to spend Y dollars. And fingers crossed, I hope X is a larger number than Y. Because guess what? The only way that you're going to create any kind of accumulation, right, is making sure that there's more coming in than is going out, right? Ozuchukwu, thanks for joining. Olashemo, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's good to see you guys here. So that at its basic fundamental really is you need to have a budget. Whether it's for you personally, whether it's for your business corporately, really doesn't matter. You just need to have a budget, period. So if you don't have a budget for 2025, sit down and say, how much, if you're an employee, how much do I earn, right? What's your net pay coming in? And how are you going to spend it every 2 weeks or every half month or every month, as the case may be? And then you sit down and lay that out. Make sure you build in some debt repayment in there. Make sure you build in some savings in there. Make sure there's enough to cover your groceries. And if you find yourself in that place where nobody likes to, but happens a bit more frequently than we like to admit, where there's more going out than there is coming in, then it's time to take a look at yourself and say, hey, do I have the right job? Am I in the right career? Can I do something to earn a bit more income? That's a mid-term question. The immediate term question is, how can I cut back on some of this spending? Because guess what? If you're spending what you don't have, that means you're racking up debt. And debt on consumption, long-term, actually, debt on consumption does you no good, period, right? It does not do you any good to spend money that doesn't, to borrow money and spend it on stuff that does not bring back more money to you. So, spoken about a budget, FYI, make a budget. Please use your budget. How do you use a budget? You prepare it, and then you check how you are going as far as your budget is concerned periodically. So if your budget is a monthly budget, at the end of every month, you sit down and say, okay, how much did I expect to make? Did I make that much? How much did I expect to spend? Did I spend that much? If that's the way it's going, if you do that consistently, 2 things will happen. Number 1, you have a very clear idea of where your money is going. Number 2, you are in control of your finances, and you can say, okay, I spent too much on hanging out with friends this month. I want to dial that down a bit. Or you want to say, hey, I want to start to save for my summer vacation. I'm going to cut down on hanging out, or I'm going to eat a bit less bread. I don't know how much you can save on bread, but hey, it's a thought. And if you do that, you are able to position yourself to achieve that summer vacation goal. But if you don't take a look back, you make a budget, you don't go back to it to check how you're doing, there's no guarantee for success, right? So like I said, set a budget, do a look back, consistent look back. Now, your budget already tells you that this is how much you want to make and this is how much you plan to spend. Zero in and say, okay, what's my plan for the first quarter of the year? Some people like to track in weeks, some track in months, some track in fortnights, some track in quarters. But a quarter is enough time for you to be able to say, okay, this is a trend, this is my behavior, this is how I'm acting as far as money is concerned. And then for your quarter, you are saying to yourself, these are the things I want to achieve in quarter one. Based on all the things that you set out to achieve, you can begin to set up daily activities, weekly activities, monthly activities that will take you to that place where by March 31, you're able to say, yes, I've achieved 1, 2, 3 things, 4, maybe 5, maybe 2 more or 2 less, but you have moved the needle from where you were on January 1 to March 31. That's where we want to be. That's what we want to be doing, right? So take your time and clearly define what your quarter one activities are. And there is only one thing to do when you hear clear definition. You know what it is? It's my word for the year. Act. Take action. Do something about it. Do something that takes you in that direction. Make sure you are doing something about it every single day. I can tell you for free that if you're taking steps towards your goals on a daily basis, consistently, you will achieve those goals. But if you define goals and then you write them down and then you close the book and you put the book in your bookshelf and you never look at it again, even if you remember, you may not take any action. But if every day you take a look at it and say, hey, I want to do A, B, C, and you start to take steps towards A, even if all you are doing is taking steps towards A only, your likelihood of success is only increasing, right? And that's what you want to do. You want to achieve your goals, so you are going after them on a daily basis. Now, this entire session, I know I've been talking about planning, and I've spoken about only one thing, and that's a budget, preparing a budget. Now, I think in the past, I put out 1 or 2 different tools, right, that you can use to prepare a budget. I have a friend out in Ontario who's created an app called The Budgeter. You can find it on both the iOS store and the Android store. And the Budgeter app will support you in preparing a personal budget on an ongoing basis. You can also prepare a budget in Excel, right? Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets. They have budgeting templates. You can prepare one from scratch by yourself. You know how much you make. You can define clearly how much you spend, and then go ahead and create that budget. But the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself, right, is at the end of every period, go back and revisit that budget and say to yourself, I plan to achieve A, B, C. Did I get to A? Did I get to B? Or did I exceed C? The beautiful thing about having a plan and revisiting it is that with every objective that you achieve, every single objective that you achieve, you get more confident to pursue more. I'm sure my first Finance Friday didn't go this smooth, but the more I do them, the more confident I get, the happier I get doing them, the more I feel better about myself doing them. So find a budgeting tool. Find a budgeting tool, prepare a budget, make sure there's space for you to be able to say, okay, revisit the budget and say, okay, what happened in the month, or what happened in the week, or what happened in the quarter as it applies to you. And based on that, begin to track your finances. I can tell you for free that by July, by the 1st of July, you'll be in a very different place if you did that consistently for the first 6 months of this year. So, so far, so good. It's been an amazing year for me. Year has started out with a bang. I've had 1 or 2 great meetings. I'm looking forward to meeting more and more of you out there. And my hope is to be able to provide value-adding information that helps us to take action in the direction of building wealth. Spent about 16 minutes already. Wow, already that was quick. My name is Ayodele-Bamisaiye of Dexteritas Professional Corporation. We have our offices out here in Calgary, Alberta. I'm excited to be able to do this, to just come and share my thoughts as far as finances, whether personal or corporate, is concerned. If you have questions, you're free to drop them in the comments. I'll address them in the course of the day. And if there's anything you'd specifically like me to shed light on, something that you can see in my profile is the experience that you'd like me to talk about, you can also drop that in the chat or send me a DM. I'm excited to support you, and I believe that the more of us that are able to pursue, go after, and achieve our goals in enterprise and business, the better a place this world will be. And that's all I'm trying to achieve. It's Friday, the 17th of January, 2025, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. Have a great day, an excellent weekend, and bye for now.